Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's not Tech Tuesday, but it is Wednesday. Apologies if you were anxiously awaiting for me to show up on Tuesday, but you know what? That life happens. Today, though, I wanted to jump on and show you a fun little project that I'm working on. One of my clients, we've challenged each other's to really hold each other accountable for the projects that we're working on. And you know me, I love systems and I love some of my products like Trello. I used to use Trello a lot and I've actually gotten away from it. So this is a good excuse for me to dig back into Trello and create this nifty little system. And so that's what I want to show you today. And as always, if you're watching live and you want to leave comments, you have to give StreamYard permission so that at least I can see your name. So, first of all, let me just kind of chat for a minute, if that's okay. I am a pretty organized person, and I can be very focused. So, if I have a list of things to do, I need to just knuckle down and I do it. I usually don't let distractions, you know, knock me off base too much. But as they say, if it doesn't get measured, it doesn't get done, and all that kind of stuff. And I've tried different systems of my daily to-dos, my weekly, my 90-day sprints, all of that kind of stuff. For me, I've discovered that I really love checking things off. Now, if you're watching this on replay, let me know in the comments. Are you a checker offer kind of person? And so that's why I find that I love writing things on a piece of paper because I get some kind of satisfaction out of actually checking it off. So I was thinking about that and I realized that that's kind of a built-in accountability system for myself that I like. And but the problem is when you use things like little sticky notes and notebooks, all that kind of stuff, then things kind of start getting out of control. And I get a lot of satisfaction of marking things off, but then a lot of times I'll wad it up and throw that piece of paper away. That's kind of hard to track. What have you done this week? And are you staying on top of the bigger goals that you're trying to accomplish? So that it got me thinking about Trello again. Absolutely love Trello because it's easy. There's free versions. I think I'm still on the free version, actually. If you've never used Trello, it's like a bulletin board, and each kind of like sticky note is like a category, and you can have multiple boards, but one board is kind of one focus for you. So I've created a little Trello board to help me with my weekly task and some of the bigger picture items that I'm working on. So I'm just going to share my screen here. So let me share the screen. And then let me pull this off to the side. All right. So we are looking at a Trello board. If you've never used a Trello board, you can have unlimited columns, so to speak, and they just keep on moving left and right. For me, it's just very satisfying. One fun little thing that I love about Trello boards is these individual cards are basically like your task. And so you can just click and drag them. So if I had like a completed column or something, I could just drag it over there. I don't know why. I think it's fun. I like to just click and drag those things. But I wanted to show you that this isn't done, but I wanted to show you my kind of first attempt at what I'm thinking about doing. So my column over here on the left, and I'm just calling it my summary and decision list. As we move forward in our business, it's so easy to get derailed. We're working on one thing after another. So I thought, you know what, I need to make some decisions on exactly what is it I'm working on. And I call them my sprints, my 90-day sprints. So during this 90-day sprint, what are my goals and specifically what I'm working on? And going forward, I would like us as a community to start sharing what we're working on so that we can help each other stay accountable. All right. So I just put some things in here, say I'm not completely done with it yet, but I thought it would be nice to have kind of a project summary of the high level projects that I'm working on for this sprint, and then some other things that I'm working on. And then my second column is just my project list for the 90-day sprint. And again, at another time, I'll talk more about that. One of my 90-day sprint goals, so to speak, is I want to start being more engaging in some new Facebook groups. I find that I spend a lot of time in just certain groups, but as we're trying to grow our business organically, we need to get out there more, right? So we need to get out of our backyard. So I thought, okay, let me identify, because I easily get overwhelmed with the whole social media stuff. Do you? Let me know in the comments if you do. I'm a pretty sociable person. And what happens is I'll get into one of these groups and then I get caught up in all these different conversations. And then afterwards, it's like, well, is that really serving me? And, could I be in a group that maybe I could serve other people also, people that need whatever expertise that I have. Anyway, long story short, so I decided that I'm going to come up with 4 or 5 new groups that I'm going to start engaging in. And I would like to start engaging in these groups every day, like maybe just 5 minutes, and engaging in the sense of not me running in, posting something, hey, here's a freebie, but engaging in the sense of looking and see, are there people in there that have problems that I can offer solutions? And I want to just offer that value, because really that's how we're going to grow our business organically. So what I've done is I've come up with just a few groups here, and I need to add maybe 1 or 2 more. Now, one thing that I've done is if I click on it, I've actually posted the full link to that group. And, yes, within Facebook, we have all of our groups along the side. Well, if you're like me, you might have like 50, 100 groups, who knows? So because my focus is I want to spend time just in these 5 groups, I put the link here. And then all I have to do every day is just get on my Trello board, click that link, and now here is this Facebook group, and I can spend 5 minutes in here. All right. So let me know if you think that's a good idea to post that group. Just the link just makes it a lot easier. So anyway, that's what this one column is. Another column that I created, I call it my parking lot. We get all of these great ideas, but I have to keep asking myself, okay, is this on my short vision radar? Does this have to be done within my 90-day sprint? If it's a bigger activity, then maybe I need to create it like as a project. If it's just a short thing that, maybe it will only take me 5 or 10 minutes, then what I could do is like, here's one here. I'm grabbed a new domain and I just need to move that domain to Cloudflare. It'll probably take me 5 minutes, but I put it in my parking lot, because if I have an extra 5 or 10 minutes someplace and I'm kind of in between appointments or whatever it is, I can come to my Trello board. I can look at my parking lot and see if there's any quick little activities that I could do. And then once I've accomplished that, and again, I'm not finished building out my Trello board, but once I've accomplished it, I will have a column over here just saying accomplished. And again, it's kind of like that little checkbox that ching, I've got that done. All right. Then another thing that I've done, I used to do this, and then, like I say, I kind of slipped away from it. But in our business, we have certain, I'll call them like administrative things that we maybe do every day. Check our email, do this, do that. Now, some things maybe you don't need a reminder. But again, for me, one thing that I'm really trying to focus on is engaging in a specific set of Facebook groups every day. So I could add that to my daily task list. Another thing that I want to focus on is I want to start spending some more time in LinkedIn. So because these two tasks are a little different than some of my other normal kind of day-to-day things, it makes sense that I could add them to my daily task list, and then I can check them off when I've got that done. So you'll notice here on this one, it's 2/6. So I've accomplished 2 of these tasks. Now this list is actually a little older. And again, I've kind of resurrected it. But I created a template, and I just said, use this template to create your daily task list, and then you can just check things off. Another day, I'll talk about the top 3 for today. Top 3, one must. It's something that I used to teach in my like time management type courses. So I'll talk about that another day. But here, for instance, were some daily must-dos that I wanted to make sure at that time. I'm going to modify it a little bit again. And I think what I will do is I'll make it generic. But again, I get satisfaction out of doing the check mark. You may not be that way. So I will probably have Facebook engagement, Facebook group 1, Facebook group 2, 3, and so forth. So I can actually check off 5 times that I know that I've done what I wanted to do in those groups. Okay. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So again, the daily checklist are things that you want to accomplish every single day. That's kind of out of the norm. Maybe you're starting a new habit, or maybe it's just something that you want to make sure that you accomplish every single day. Maybe you want to send a quick little video message to one of your clients or one of your past clients or something. You could add that onto your daily task template, and then every day check it off. And again, you just feel like you're actually accomplishing something. And then when next Monday rolls around, I'll open up this little card again. And, let's pretend like I've done all of these. I will just turn them off, and then I'm ready to go again. All right. So that's how I'll use that. And then you'll notice here on Tuesday, then I have another task here. So as I'm planning my activities for the week and looking at my project list, I'm in a group program right now, LG Elite, which I'll be sharing all of the juicy stuff that I learn inside the group here. So each week I'll have activities. So as I'm planning my week, I will just create some cards. So, right here, maybe I'll say LG Elite, right, mission statement. I don't know. This isn't even a real one, but I'm just making up something. Okay. So again, you can see I'm using this as my weekly planner, basically. And then when I get it done, I can move it over to the accomplished or success area. All right. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So again, I'm still building this out. Let me stop sharing. And let me bring this back over here. I'm still building out the Trello board, but if this is something that you're interested in when I get done, I'm happy to share it with our awesome Facebook group here. So just let me know. All right, so that's it for today. I want you guys to go out, have an awesome day, and let me know in the comments, what are you working on this week? I would love to know, and if you need a little nudge, keep you accountable, I'm happy to do that. All right, take care.